What's going on, guys? Frank Red and RC here, back with another video. Today we're doing a water pump on a 2014 Dodge Durango here. It's the 3.6 V6. So we have this water pump. It's the Murray water pump. Here's the part number if you guys want to get this one for your vehicle. And so we're gonna get this done. First thing we need to do is drain the coolant and take off some stuff here, but we'll go step by step for you guys. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. So first of all is draining the coolant here. We need to have the engine cooled off overnight. You don't want it hot, so that's the first thing, obviously. And nice cold engine. You remove your top cap like that. Set it aside. Okay, so the drain is down there. Let me zoom in for you guys. That's the petcock right there that you need to twist. I already have a drain pan under there, so just basically turn it. And it's draining slowly, which we're gonna leave there right there for right now. It's draining on the drain pan. All right, so next, guys, is the air intake tube here. Yours could be different. This is just an aftermarket AFE Dynamics. So anyways, take your clamps off. In this one in particular is a quarter. Disconnect your AIC air control plug here, and then from over there as well. So we're gonna get that out of the way. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the next step, is to get that belt off. So make sure you notate the belt routing here. This is your crank. This is your water pump. It goes and then over the compressor there. And then it goes to an idler pulley there, and then across to your alternator, and then down your tensioner, and then back down to your crank. So you need a 3/8 right there for your tensioner. Let me get that. So 3/8 ratchet, guys, goes in here, and then you just open it up. Go like that, and then you just take off your belt. That's simple. And we're not going to take it completely off because we're just doing the water pump. We're just going to set it aside for now. That's it, like that, and that's it. All right, guys, so next is these two hoses here. This is for your heater, and this is for your radiator main hose here on the bottom. So you need to take your clamps and take them off like that. And then sometimes I use my pliers and gently twist to get the hose loose. Okay, and then pull down. Make sure your clamp doesn't fall. There's gonna be coolant coming out, so watch out a little bit. There it is. Now we get to the bottom one here. It's gonna be the same process. There we go. Pushing down. There it goes, just like that. Okay, we'll leave that clamp on there for now. All right, guys, so we need to take this what is that, this solenoid here, 210 millimeters on the bottom, so we can get to see a little bit more, and also for the sake of the video. So you guys can see what I'm working on here. This comes down and out. Just put that there for now. Put that aside. And now you can see what we need to do there. So basically, we need to take this, also this idler pulley out as well. Let me see what size that is real quick on video here. I think it's going to be a 12. 13 maybe. Let's see. It's going to be a 13, guys. So let's take that one off as well. All right, guys. So we got that idler pulley out. This big one right here, and I'm going to show you on the water pump itself on the new one. Let me get this out of the way here. So the water pump sits like this, guys. So you got 10 millimeter bolt here, 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 and here. And then you have a 13 millimeter bolt here, and then you have a 16 millimeter bolt here, which I don't have a 16, but a 5/8 will work. This one right here, 5/8. This one will work right there, right here. Okay, so those are the bolts. I know you also got a 10 millimeter right here, right down there. Okay, guys. So let me take those off, then we'll get the water pump off. All right, guys. So what I did here, I took the bolts out as soon as I took them out of the old water pump. This is a new one, obviously, but that's the order that I took them out. Not the order, but the placement of them. Just so you know, because some of these are a little longer. Like for instance, that one's longer than this one right here, for example. I mean, they're all different sizes, you know. So that's why I did it like that, just to show you guys how to how my method is. All right, guys. So now it's time to pop that thing off of there. Basically, I get a rubber mallet, smack it here and there. If you got a pry bar, I don't have a pry bar on me right now. I'm just using a screwdriver, but slowly but surely, just pry easily. There it goes. That's your old water pump. All right, guys. So now you see how dirty that is a little bit right there and there. So just get yourself a knife, a plastic knife or something. Start scraping off all that residue right there. Get it nice and clean for the new water pump. You gotta get this surface nice and clean. If the plastic bone or plastic knife doesn't work or anything, get yourself a knife that is actually gonna scrape off all that stuff, just like so. Blow it off as well with compressed air. Don't let it get too much in there. You want to put a rag in here so it doesn't go into the crevices. But basically just clean it up. If you want to get a wire wheel and just go all around here, cover all these holes so it doesn't go in there, you can do that as well. Get us nice and clean for the new water pump. So I'm going to keep working on this and get you back on when I'm done with this. All right, guys, so I got it all cleaned up. For the most part here, we used the wire brush, and now we start getting the new pump on, the gasket and everything. All right, guys, so we got the new pump here. We have the the gasket here, put a couple screws in there so that it doesn't move around on you. We'll put it on. It's in the way bottom home. It's moving a little bit. All right, guys. So when you put them in, all the bolts hand tight first, and then you got to torque down this big one at 41 foot-pounds, this one at 18 foot-pounds, and this one at all the number 10s at 9 foot-pounds. So that's what you need to do, and don't forget to go crisscross pattern on all these bolts. You don't want to start cranking them down on one side, because then your gasket is not going to seal properly. So crisscross, star pattern, whatever you want to do, but don't go just one side down. Okay, now it's time to put that tensioner on there, the little idler pulley, and then start getting all that stuff. Okay, all right, guys, so we got our idler pulley in. We torqued down our bolts for a water pump, and now it's time for the serpentine belt. So it goes over, under the alternator, over the tensioner, over the crank here, over the water pump, then under and over the compressor and back. So I got it to that point. I need to see if I can do this one-handed and this on there. Get this behind there. There we go. Just like that. Let go of the tensioner. Get it all aligned on the grooves here. Let you feel around. That's all in the pulleys. And there it is. That's how that belt goes, guys. Alright, guys. So next is your bottom radiator hose. Put your clamp on there. Excuse the dogs out there. Alright, so we got the two hoses put on. Now it's time to put your air intake back on and put your coolant in there. This takes the orange coolant, the Chrysler coolant, and the Mopar. Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do next. You know what, guys? We do have a new thermostat on hand. So we're gonna put a Murray thermostat on there as well. There it is to complete the job. We had already done a radiator on this vehicle, so we're gonna do this thermostat. Is pretty self-explanatory. Now that the coolant is drained, we're not gonna get that much out right now, so it's very logical to do it right now. I know I said to put coolant on there, but we're just gonna do in this same video we're gonna do the thermostat, which is pretty easy as well. All right, so it's just a 10 millimeter on the top. 10 millimeter on the bottom. simply comes off. The new one also comes with the gasket on there, so you don't have to put the old gasket on there. It already comes with the thermostat and the housing together. I'm gonna put it on just like we took it off. We don't have to clean it because it's all clean already. So these get torqued down just like the other 10mm bolts on the water pump. They are 9 foot-pounds on those. We put our hose on there. There we go. Now we can put a coolant in, guys. Hey guys, so when you're filling up the coolant here, there is a bleeder screw right here on the thermostat. You need to crack it open. Okay. And take it off. Because this is how you're going to bleed it, guys. So you put it in coolant. And we probably should have had a funnel. But as you start seeing coolant over there, you stop. And then what we're gonna do, okay, all right guys, so don't forget to put that plug that plug on the radiator down there, because not you're gonna have coolant all over the place. So I forgot to put it on right now, and I just got it. I put it on, screwed it back on. Don't forget you put your pack back on that radiator down there. And now, like I said, we're gonna look and see if we're gonna get some coolant right there. Also, we're gonna turn on the car here, and we're gonna turn on all the dual climate control to hot, so it'll circulate throughout the heater cores, because these Durangos have 2 heater cores, one in the back for the dual climate control and one in the front. So right now that's 1 gallon of coolant. All right guys, so you see that bubbling right there? That's what you want. Okay, put your plug on there as well. It means that the little bubbles are out of there. Okay, so now we're gonna do it as I said. We're gonna turn on the vehicle with the heaters on. All right, we have the heater on, the dual climate control heater as well. They're on heater and they're going hot. So what I do next is watch my temp, and also I rev the engine a little bit, as you can see right there, to get that temp up. What we're gonna do is wait till the fans kick on and get it up to temperature. And when it gets up to temperature, I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'm gonna let it cool off. Then I'm gonna check the coolant as well. Also, if you need some more coolant on your reservoir, top that off right now, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we have the heater on, the dual climate control heater as well. They're on heater and they're going hot. So what I do next is watch my temp, and also I rev the engine a little bit, as you can see right there, to get that temp up. What we're gonna do is wait till the fans kick on and get it up to temperature. And when it gets up to temperature, I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'm gonna let it cool off. Then I'm gonna check the coolant as well. Also, if you need some more coolant on your reservoir, top that off right now, and we'll see you in a little bit. Also, guys, if you're experiencing that your Durango with the 3.6 V6 is getting hot, what you need to do is burp the system, bleed the system. But that little plug that's on top of the thermostat, that's where you bleed it. Basically, you don't want to bleed it when it's hot. You want to bleed it when it's cold, when the engine's cold. You want take it off, and if it's spilling fluid, then you're good. But if you take off that plug and you don't see any water, you need to put water in the radiator until you get all the air bubbles out of that plug, and that's how you bleed the system. Okay, because I've had that problem with this car here. It would get up to 3/4, and it would get hot sometimes, and I just bled the system and be fine because it needed some coolant to go through. It had air in the system. All right, guys, the fan is on. I don't see no leaks. So now it's at operating temperature. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out for a test drive and see if it's gonna get hot. If it still gets hot, do what I told you. Let it cool off, and then once it's fully cooled off, this plug, remove it a little bit. Once it's cooled off, and see if there's any air in the system. And that's how you bleed it, right? Putting coolant here. Okay, that's how you do a water pump on a 3.6 pentastar. This engine comes in a lot of vehicles from Chrysler and Dodge. This one is a 2014 Dodge Durango. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the next one. I also filled up the canteen here for the coolant reservoir here. All right, guys. See you in the next one.